Madeira is a volcanic Portuguese archipelago in the Atlantic known for its lush scenery, subtropical climate, Madeira wine, and of course Cristiano Ronaldo. Madeira is an autonomous region of Portugal. It's geographically closer to Africa, Morocco, than to mainland Europe. Madeira's capital is Funchal on the south coast of the main island and is home of roughly half the population. Portuguese is the official language, although many speak English, and the euro is the currency. Madeira offers spectacular and diverse hiking, known for its dramatic mountain peaks and unique lavada or irrigation channel trails. The island features a range of difficulties, from the challenging Pico de Arriero to Pico Ruivo, to easier scenic routes through the Laurel Forest. Madeira's mountainous interior offers challenging hikes with breathtaking views, while coastal routes provide dramatic cliff-top scenery. The PR1, Pico do Arriero to Pico Ruivo, is the most famous hike on the island and takes you between the two highest peaks of Pico Arriero and Pico Ruivo. The trail features tunnels, steep steps and narrow sections with sheer drop-offs, offering stunning panoramic views of jagged peaks, often above the clouds. It is a challenging route with significant elevation gain and loss, although unfortunately on this trip it was closed due to landslides and forest fires. I commenced my trip in November 2025, flying from the UK to Madeira Airport near Funchal. I immediately noticed the warmth of Madeira's climate and headed towards Canical, bypassing Machico to pick up some provisions. My first priority was to find some food, as I hadn't eaten for about 8 hours, and to buy some provisions, some gas that you weren't allowed to take on the aircraft, and a little penknife that I also needed as well, that wasn't allowed. The purpose of this trip was to cross Madeira hiking from one side to the other, starting at the eastern side following Madeira's ultra running trail and basically completing 7 different stages until I reached Porto Moniz, which would be my final destination and a place where I'd spend some extra days as a tourist, using the campsite there as my base. For this adventure I would be wild camping throughout the hike, and I found my first camp spot at the beach at Canical. Hello, good morning. It's the 18th of November 2025 and I'm here in Madeira. The sun's out and what a view that I've already got. I spent my first night here in the tent last night, having flown out from the UK to Funchal Airport. Funchal's the capital of Madeira, and then I made my way bus by bus to Machico to get some provisions, to pick up a gas canister in the hardware store there, and then I went to El Continente supermarket and another supermarket where I bought some bought a really big lunch because I was absolutely starving, having not eaten for about 5 hours. So yeah, here I am. I'm going to make my way to Canical in a moment, and from there I'm going to hike to the end of the island. I'll tell you a little bit more of that as I go along. I'm going to try and pick up some breakfast if I can, but I just wanted to show you the views for now and start the adventure. Speak to you soon. Bye. Hello, I'm at the bus stop waiting for a bus for Punta de Sau Lourenco, which will be the start official of the hike that I'm going to take. So the buses don't really run on time, I found out that yesterday, so I'm hanging on in, just waiting for the bus. Just popped into the supermarket, bought some salmon and some noodles for my lunch later. So hopefully I get the bus and hopefully I can start the hike pretty soon. It's only 5 minutes drive away, so should get there soon. Hopefully. Bye.
Hello, so we're here at the Punta de Sau Lourenco at last. The views are amazing. I just had to pay three euros for the privilege. I think you have to pay €3 for all the walks here now. Something new they've introduced. It's very windy, that's why I'm crouching down, but the views are absolutely terrific. I should be able to get the drone out later when I get to the end of the headland, but for now these are the views. Enjoy, absolutely spectacular. Bye.
The primary hike on the Punta de Sau Lourenco Peninsula is the PR8 Virada de Punta de Sau Lourenco Trail, a moderate out and back route offering dramatic coastal views. This was my first hike of this adventure. The trail showcases a unique and arid landscape contrasting sharply with the rest of Madeira's lush scenery. Not a particularly long hike at approximately 7.4 kilometers for a round trip, with moderate difficulty, including some steep sections and steps, especially the final climb to the Pico de Ruivo. Typically takes about 2 to 4 hours to complete, depending on the pace and whether you stop at the viewpoints, and there are plenty of those. There's a well-defined path of compacted sand and small rocks, and breathtaking panoramic views of the Atlantic Ocean, the Desertus Islands, weather permitting, and unique volcanic rock formations. The trail also passes the Casa do Sardinha and the Baía d'Abra beach, a small pebble beach suitable for swimming in the summer.
Hello, making good progress on the route to the Punta de Sau Lourenco. The views are absolutely epic in this place. It's not a particularly difficult trail. A lot of walkers, too many walkers really if you want to get away from it, but it doesn't detract from the beauty of the place. Absolutely epic in every direction, so I definitely recommend doing this section of Madeira if you get the chance. It's at the beginning of my route. Often people finish the Cross Madeira hike with this section, but I'm starting with it, so it's a fairly gentle one to begin with. I'm going to go to the end and have my lunch at the end, maybe fly the drone and chill out for a bit, and then make my way back. The sun's out, so I'm grateful for that. See you soon, bye. So I'm at the restaurant at Punta Sau Lourenco. I might come here on the way back, but for now I've got my own snacks. Got plenty to eat and drink, so I'm hoping to cook some salmon and noodles at the end of the headland, but we'll see how it goes, and if not, I'll have it for my evening meal. So yeah, making good progress. My pack is super heavy, I can't deny that. I feel like I need to eat the food just to make the pack lighter. But it was okay before I got the food and water on board and the fuel, but it is what it is, so it's not too bad. I'm just adapting to it, but yeah, it's going to be tough, I knew that, so yeah, best not complain too much, although I probably will throughout the video. Okay, bye for now, bye. So as you can see, I've reached the point of Punta de Sau Lourenco, and it's absolutely epic. I was going to send a drone out, but it's quite windy, so I'm not going to risk it. I'll save that for the mountains. But what an epic epic view we have. Absolutely amazing. Hello, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon and I've done the main part of the hike for today. It was absolutely epic every step of the way. So glad I did that part. It's actually the easiest day out of all of them, so it's only going to get harder, and I found that quite hard, to be honest, so God knows how I'll get on. So I'm just chilling at the moment. I've decided that I'm going to stay here and make my way to Canical in the morning. Canical is where the next stage starts from, so I might even get the bus, because there's a bus at the top, just up the hill from here. So depends how often the buses go, but I'm going to make my dinner here in a couple of hours time. Bit of salmon and some noodles and chill out. It does get dark quite early, that's the only downside. About 6, half 6ish, it's pretty dark after that, so I'll have the place to myself. And yeah, you're supposed to book the designated campsite, but it's easier said than done. They all show as booked up, but when you get here there's nothing going on, so I'm not sure how reliable that system is. So hopefully I'll be okay staying here. There's nobody else here at the moment, so got to be the best view I've ever had cooking salmon whilst camping. Not bad, is it? Hello, it's Wednesday the 18th of November and I'm just waiting for a bus down to Canical before I commence the second part of my hike today. The weather is a little bit changeable at the moment. It's warm enough, but there's been showers on and off through the night. I didn't sleep that well compared with the first night when I slept for 8 hours 20, but my watch said I had a good score, so it must know what it's doing. And yeah, I don't feel too bad at the moment, so yeah, just waiting for the bus. Then I'll go to Canical and buy a few provisions, freshen up a little bit, and start the hike. So I'll see you then. Bye for now. Bye. Leaving Canical behind, village of Canical. Hello, it's 10 past 11 on day 2. You can see where I was yesterday in the background. What an epic hike that was yesterday, and what an epic place to stay overnight. So it hasn't rained on me yet, so I'm pleased with that. It's about 18 degrees, maybe slightly warmer, so perfect for hiking. And this is the route proper for Porto de Cruz, I think they pronounce it. My Portuguese pronunciations aren't going to be the best, but you get the idea. It's about 15k to get there, 6 hours hiking, maybe longer with stops. So I've got a few provisions to keep me going. Hopefully I can get a proper meal when I get there. So Looking forward to that already. Okay, reporting soon. Bye. Punta de Sau Lourenco. The route that I did yesterday, you can really see it clearly now. What an epic place that was. A glimpse of my next destination, I think. Porto de Cruz. Looks a long way from here. Hopefully I'll make it. Looks absolutely stunning though. Look at that scenery. Amazing. Back to the track. Hello, it's nearly 1 o'clock on day 2. Just look at those views, absolutely amazing. I'm going to stop for lunch fairly soon, I think, and drink some water, maybe have a coffee as well actually. It's a pleasant temperature, it's about 20 degrees I reckon. Quite slippery on foot. I've just seen a bunch of English mountain bikers negotiating this trail, which was absolutely gobsmacking, to be honest, how they negotiated that. I really don't know. I don't know how much hiker bike they had to do, but I'd rather be hiking on this trail, thank you very much. Absolutely beautiful here. Just take it all in. Everywhere you look is just gorgeous. No wonder they call it the Atlantic Hawaii, because it is a little bit like that. It's getting more tropical as I go along. Okay, that's all for now. Bye. Still going towards Porto de Cruz. Not even halfway yet, but it's mainly downhill from now on, so it should be quicker. A nice bit of shade for a change. It's very sweaty out here. Hello, it's approaching 3 o'clock on day 3. Making good progress. It's a nice flat section, slightly downhill, very smooth, so I'm making much more progress now. Look at the views behind me, absolutely amazing. You can see yesterday's route in the background. That's Punta de Sau Lourenco. It doesn't exactly roll off my tongue, but never mind. Yeah, so I had some lunch, feeling refreshed. The temperature's nice. One thing that's noticeable is there's so much less people today than yesterday. Yesterday was a bit overwhelming. It was just a continuous line of people, so I couldn't really film properly. But today's a lot more calm. Still some hikers, the odd mountain biker, but yeah, more relaxed today. Just what the doctor ordered. Okay, bye for now. I think that's Porto de Cruz waiting for me in the distance there. What an epic backdrop that is. I keep saying it, but it's just absolutely stunning everywhere you look. I'm a little bit worried that it's going to rain, because it did say by 5 o'clock it'd be raining, so hopefully I can get quite close, if not get there before the rains. Hello, it's 4:30, day 2. I'm just approaching Porto de Cruz, and as you can see, it's a nice spot just by the beach at the moment. There's a few people swimming, but not much else going on, and you've got Porto de Cruz in the background. There isn't even a proper road, so I'm just walking along this dirt track to get to the place. Hopefully they've got a restaurant at least, because I'm quite starving now, so it would be nice to fill my belly and then find a spot to camp, because it's going to be dark at 6, so I'm not going to have that much time if I want to do it in daylight at least. And there aren't many flat places around here, so it's going to be tough to find a spot, but we'll see how that goes. It's always a challenge. Okay, catch up soon. Bye for now. Bye. Good morning. It's about 7:20 in the morning, day 3 of the Cross Madeira hike. I'm just heading into Porto de Cruz to buy a few provisions, some bread, to make some sandwiches from the mini supermarket there that I visited yesterday, and then I'm going to get on my way. Now this is where the trip gets interesting, as the weather is set to change later on today. It's going to be raining sometime in the afternoon, then tomorrow it's pretty hideous. So I'll need to make a decision whether I stay on the mountain, or there is an option of getting a bus back down into Santana, where I might take a rest day just to sort of dispense with the rain for a whole day. I can't imagine that's going to be a lot of fun, just walking in the rain all day long. It is meant to be fairly heavy rain as well, so I'll let you know how that goes later on, and hopefully I can get through today without too much rain. Okay, bye for now. Bye. Porto de Cruz, the restaurant that I visited yesterday afternoon. And now I'm heading towards the supermarket. Good morning, it's 9:30 on day 3. I've just had my porridge, and you won't be able to see my camp spot, but it's actually in the middle of those bamboo bushes just behind me there. It was very secluded, wasn't disturbed, and I had a cliff top view, so you'll see me there eating my breakfast over the cliff. Really fabulous view. So yes, I'm heading off now for day 3's hike. My pack weighs an absolute ton, and it's uphill all the way. I'm keeping an eye on the weather because the rain's supposed to be arriving this afternoon, which should not be too heavy, I hope, but tomorrow is heavy rain, so I'm a bit worried about that one, because it might be dangerous and it's just no fun spending the whole day in torrential rain. So I might head down to Santana, like I said yesterday, and try and have a rest day there until hopefully the bulk of the rain has passed. But you never quite know what's going to happen here with the weather, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, I'll report in soon. Bye for now. Hello, it's about 11:30 on day 3. I've just been climbing 550 odd meters up endless steps. One thing about Madeira is there's a lot of steps to negotiate. I haven't had to go down humongous amounts of steps yet, but going up is tough enough on its own. They can be a bit slippery as well. So I'm heading towards Portela. Just seen a sign that said 4.7 kilometers, so should be there for lunch, and I think there's a restaurant there where I'll catch lunch, hopefully. The sun has come out. I did get caught in my first rain shower earlier on, unexpected, but the sun is definitely out now, so long may it last. Okay, bye for now. One of the famous lavadas that are widespread across Madeira, basically it's a system where water is channeled throughout the island, and there's plenty of it, as you can see. Hello, it's about 1:20 in the afternoon, and I made it to the restaurant, but unfortunately the restaurant was closed, so I've had to settle for 2 hamburgers instead. But 2 hamburgers is better than nothing, of course. You can see the beautiful views behind me of Porto de Cruz, where I just come from. So I'm about 550 meters high at the moment, and about halfway on this leg. So still plenty to do, and still a threat of rain later on today, and especially tomorrow. So still haven't decided what to do on that front, but I will update you soon. So I'll just leave you with the views
Absolutely amazing. Okay, that's all for now. Bye.
Hi. Hello, it's about 2:30 in the afternoon on day 3. I'm about 800 metres up now, the highest I've been so far on the trip. I've got another 300 metres of ascent to go, so I've done the bulk of the climbing. There's very little downhill today, so it's just digging in and climbing, basically, getting a bit of a sweat on. So yeah, making decent progress. I think I'll arrive about 4:30, 5-ish. I just hope that the rains stay off until I get my tent sorted out, that sort of thing. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, we'll update soon. Bye. Good morning, it's day 4. Just had my porridge and a nice coffee in the tent. That's the nice part. The not so nice part is just to update you, around 4:30 yesterday on day 3 I had to abandon the hike and just pitch my tent as I was getting soaked to the skin, quite cold, 800 meters up in the mountain, and I thought the most sensible thing to do would be to pitch my tent. I found a nice flat spot, so just took advantage of it there and then. However, the tent did get quite wet pitching it in the rain. It was heavy rain at the time, so inside the tent is not exactly dry, and I managed to get my mattress out and my sleeping bag was dry, so I slept quite well, which is good. So the next issue is really what now, and I think I'm going to try and head about 2.5 kilometers to Ribeiro Frio, where there's a bus and taxi service. I think the buses run 4 times a day, and I'll try and get a bus into Santana, where it will be a little bit warmer, and also civilization, because it's due to rain all day today. Not much point getting soaked to the skin and freezing in the mountains. You know, you hear stories of people getting exposure, so I don't really want to go there. And yeah, there'll be a few more things to do in Santana. Tomorrow is meant to be rainy, hopefully not as much as today, so I'll make my mind up what to do tomorrow, but it might be another rest day, and then fingers crossed it's sun all the way until I finish my trip. Okay, hopefully it is, because I could do with some sun right now. Okay, that's all for now. Bye. Hello, just an update. It's about 11 AM, day 4. I'm in Santana, so I managed to catch a bus quite easily from Ribeiro Frio. It's absolutely pouring down there. Everybody was sheltering in the restaurants and the souvenir shops, and luckily a bus came within 4 minutes, and 42-minute ride all the way down the hill, 800 meters down to Santana, and here I am next to some bananas. So I'm just scouting the area really. There's not a lot going on. It's a quiet sort of place, quite a lot of houses. There's a few supermarkets and restaurants, and I'm just scouting the place to see if there's anywhere suitable where I can pitch my tent, even if it means knocking on somebody's door. I might try that. Anyway, I'll let you know how I get on. Bye for now. Bye. Hello, it's about 4:30 on day 4, and there's been on and off showers, but I managed to find a pitch just behind me,
It's well, I don't know what it is really. I don't know whether it's council land or wasteland, but it is quite a built-up area. So, but it seems quite private, and I'm surrounded by bamboo, which is keeping me quite stealthy in this place in Santana. So I've been doing some thinking, and I've just been to the El Continente to get some provisions and to have a bite to eat. And hopefully I'm going to go up to Mount Ruvio tomorrow, which is the highest peak in the island. It's going to be a hell of a lot of climbing with a big pack, but not a hugely long journey. It says 3 hours on my Garmin, but I reckon it will take quite a bit longer than that, because it's up, up and up. With a heavy pack, it could be slow going, and it might be slippery as well after all the rain, so could be hard going. So fingers crossed, if it's not absolutely pouring down, that's what the plan is at this stage. But you never know. There is some rain forecast, but it's not supposed to be as heavy as today, so I'm hoping by tea time tomorrow that'll be the last of the rain for the next at least 3 days, which should see me through the whole hike to my final destination in Porto Moniz, where I hope to stay for about 3 more days. Okay, so it's going to be dark pretty soon. That's why I don't film much in the evenings, because it's just too dark, and because of the rain on top. I haven't actually done that much filming today, but hopefully you've got an idea of where I am and what I'm up to. So I shall report in the morning. Okay, bye for now. Bye. Hello, good morning. It's 11 AM on day 5. I'm climbing up the trail for Pico Ruivo. As soon as I started this morning, it started to rain, but only for a short while, and it's been dry ever since. But I'm keeping my rain gear on just in case. Hopefully the day's going to improve as the day goes along, and hopefully by tea time it's going to be clear for the next 3 days. I can't wait for that. I'm a little bit worried there won't be any views at the top, but if I hang around, it might clear, as I say, because it's improving. I managed to get enough provisions from El Continente supermarket to last me the 3 days, only just so I haven't got that much extra food if I do take longer than the 3 days. But it should be enough, and I've got some salmon, which I'm going to eat with some noodles for a nice hot meal on day 2. I've done a little meal plan for the 3 days. Okay, I'll let you know how I get on. There is a restaurant a little bit further up, and Achada de Texiero, I think it's called, Texiera, and hopefully I'll get a nice meal there, but that won't be for an hour or 2 yet. Okay, bye for now. (1,350 meters high). It hasn't rained since the beginning, but there's lots of drizzle and dripping from the trees, so you still get wet. My feet are sopping wet, but apart from that, it's all good. Only 200 meters more ascent to Achada de Texiera, where there's a restaurant, so that's keeping me going for now. Hello, it's just turned 5 o'clock. You will see on the video that I stopped for lunch at the restaurant nearby Pico Ruivo. Not sure what the restaurant's called, but it was very nice, and the hospitality was good in there, and it was warm because I was absolutely frozen to the bone. But I did warm up eventually, having eaten some chicken and spaghetti and pint of lager, which didn't warm me up, but then I had 2 cups of tea and managed to charge all my gear up, which was excellent really. So all my gear is fully charged now, so just like at the beginning of the journey, so I'm more than happy with that. I'm in an official camp spot, which you'll see behind me. I'll film it properly in a moment, and these are designated spots, so if you don't use them and don't book them, then you can get into a bit of trouble, and I've heard you even get fined by the forest police. But I'm not sure there's going to be any forest police coming tonight, because it's really foggy, really cold, and it will be dark within an hour, so I'm sure I'll be absolutely fine here. So yeah, I'm going to have a sandwich at some point, maybe in the next hour, and a hot cup of coffee, change into all my warm gear. It is very cold. It's going to be a cold night, so I'll be wearing all my layers tonight in bed. But the views of Pico Ruivo are non-existent at the moment. I was kind of hoping it would clear up by now, but they haven't. However, there is a second chance tomorrow morning when hopefully it's a sunny day and there's clear skies. It's hard to imagine right now, but you never know. If I wake up and it's nice and clear, I'll be going for those drone shots and panoramic shots, and selfies, you name it. So yeah, I'm not entirely disappointed at the moment. It's only about an extra 80 meters of ascent to get to the top, so I could just literally leave my tent, pop up there and take some pictures if I wanted to, but it's totally futile at the moment because it's so foggy. Okay, so I don't know if you can see the mist sweeping through, but I'm going to leave it here and catch up with you in the morning. Okay, bye. Good morning, it's 9:30 now on day 6. Just packed up the tent, having popped up to Mount Ruivo, 1,862 metres, to have a look at the sunrise, which was absolutely epic, definitely worth doing. So I was just about to set off and got a few hundred metres up the track, and guess what, the track is it's closed. So I'm going to have to make alternative arrangements. Might have to go back down to Santana and decide what to do from there. So I'll report in a little bit later, but that's definitely a big curveball for now.
just popped into the shelter house, the Casa de Abrigo, which is next to Pico Ruivo, to ask for some advice about the trails. Turns out, due to the forest fires last year, that both main trails crossing through the central part of the island are both closed until next April. So there'll be no crossing the island on this trip. So I'm going to head back down to Santana, 1,500 meters or so. It's going to get quite a lot warmer. It's a lot warmer today than yesterday. One consolation is it's clear blue skies, it's going to be warmer, and the views are great. So I'll take as many shots as I can whilst I'm high up and see how it goes from there. Bye for now. Pico Ruivo, 1,862 meters. You can see the track coming down there, zigzagging its way down across the mountain. That is the closed track to Pico de Arieta, which is the famous one that everybody likes to do. Such a shame. I'd love to have done that, but at least I can see it from here. Still looks spectacular from here, to be honest. Santana in the foreground. Hello. Well, I've suddenly got more time in my hands. Even though I've got a big hike ahead of me, it's going to be a lot quicker than the hike I had in mind today. I was going to have to hike about 9 hours, possibly in the dark. And now I've just got to get back down the hill, so I feel like I've got plenty of time. It's a lot warmer today as well, so I'll be taking off some layers in a minute. Last night was so cold. That was the coldest nights camping I've had in a long time. It was ice outside, so it must have been close to freezing. I'm going to head to the restaurant in just a minute for a cup of tea, where I had my meal yesterday, and chill out a little bit, charge my stuff again, and then take my layers off and head up into the wilderness. Hello, it's about midday now, and I've just popped into the same restaurant again, Pico Ruivo restaurant, whatever it's called. Had a nice pot of tea, and now I'm heading down by road all the way down to Santana. I didn't really want to do the same track as yesterday, as it's mainly enclosed in the woods, as it's a sunny day, going down by road, and as you can see, I'm at a viewpoint which is absolutely stunning. So it'll probably take about 3 hours to get down, and then tomorrow I'm going to make my way across the island to Porto Moniz. There is no easy way to get across unless you get an expensive taxi, so I'm going to pop into Funchal and have a look around there, and then take another bus across to the island. The buses are extremely cheap compared with other forms of transport, so yeah, it's €2 to €5 for nearly every journey, so it's hardly anything really. Okay, I'm going to head my way down, and it's warming up as I go along, which is nice. Bye for now. Hello, it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I've just had my lunch at the picnic bench behind me. It's quite a lovely setting. Some amazing trees here. They must have been here for a long time. The thickness of some of the trunks and the height of them. Nice and peaceful at the moment, so I'm just going to head my way down the road, and I reckon there's at least another 2 hours walking. So I'll try and get in for about 4:30, set up camp, and head for the El Continente again. I already know the place from last time, so I'm slightly familiar with it. I'll try and check out the bus timetables for Funchal tomorrow as well, and have that as my target in the morning. Okay, that's all for now. Speak to you. just reaching Santana. Lovely day today compared with yesterday. Sounds like there's a parrot in the vicinity. Good morning. It's day 7, 9 o'clock in the morning. Just been to the supermarket for final preparations. I'm making my way now to the church where the main bus stop is. So I'm going to work my way along the north coast, passing through about 3 different villages. So I'll update you as I go along. And I decided to go this way instead of via Funchal, which would have taken forever, and I wouldn't have seen much. I'd have just been on the bus nearly the whole time. So yep, it's a bit of an adventure today. I don't know whether I'll make the campsite today or not, but it's going to be close, but I might not. It might be getting dark by the time I get there, so we'll see what happens. Hello, it's about 10 to 11 on day 7 and I'm at Arco de Sau Jorge, if I pronounce that right, and there's literally nothing here. I've just got off the bus and I'm waiting for another bus in about an hour's time for Sau Vicente, if I've said that right, and there's literally nothing here, so I thought there might be a view or a beach or something like that. There is a bar, so I might pop in there and see how that looks. I'm just going to turn around so you can see a little bit of the village. It is quite a small village. It's a nice sunny day though, so when the sun, I'm in the shade at the moment, but when the sun does come out it should be really pleasant. I think Sau Vicente has a beach area, or at least is by the sea, so I'm looking forward to the views there. Okay, bye for now. The church at Arco de Sau Jorge. Hello, it's 1 o'clock on day 7. I've just arrived at Sau Vicente, and yeah, the sun is out. I'm going to look for a place to eat now, a restaurant. There is a beach area according to the map, so I'm going to head in that direction and see if there's a restaurant in that vicinity. You've got, if that fails, I've got El Continente, the supermarket behind me, and well, some lovely surrounds in the background there. So it's nice to feel the sun, I must admit. So I've enjoyed the bus journeys this morning. It's been
a nice contrast to trudging through the mountains. As much as I enjoyed it, it's nice to relax it a little bit now as well. Okay, I will update in a moment and let you know where I'm getting to. Hello, still scouting out the area in San Vicente. I haven't had anything to eat yet, so that's my next priority. I did spot a restaurant or two not far from the centre, so I shall head there in a moment. I think I found a potential camp spot for later, which is overlooking the sea with lovely cliff views. It's wedged in between two hotels, so hopefully nobody will see me, but I think if I pitch up at dusk, should be okay. Once it's dark, they won't see me for sure. So yeah, I shall show you the camp spot a little bit later. And now it's time to eat, so see you later. Bye. Hello, it's 5 o'clock on day 7. I've just pitched up my tent in Sau Vicente. I was going to make my way to Porto Moniz, but the sun was out and Sau Vicente looked absolutely gorgeous when I arrived, so I decided to stay here. I went for an all-you-can-eat buffet, so that went down well. And here I am, overlooking the ocean, really nice spot. Tomorrow I'll head off to Porto Moniz in the morning, catch the morning bus and get some provisions from El Continente supermarket on the way. And when I get to Porto Moniz, I shall make my way about 46 minutes walk up a hill to the camping park of Porto Moniz. Hopefully they've got some places, because I tried to call them and there was no answer, but apparently you don't need to reserve anything. It's a first come first served, but we'll see tomorrow how that works out. Okay, that's all for now. I shall see you in the morning. Bye for now. Bye. Good morning. It's 8:30 in the morning on day 8, I think it is now, and I've just packed my tent up. I'm going to leave this lovely view behind me and head towards Sau Vicente to the bus stop and El Continente supermarket, and then I'll take the bus from there to my final destination today, before I walk up a big hill up to Porto Moniz to the campsite. So still a bit of travelling to do. I should get to the campsite later on in the morning, hopefully, if things go according to plan. See you then. Bye for now. Bye. Hello, it's 11:10 on day 8 and I've just arrived at Porto Moniz. Just been checking the bus times in the tourist information office. It's always a good idea to pop in there just to check when the buses are coming and where to catch them. Behind me you have the rock pools and the swimming area. Apparently one of these areas behind me, just behind me now, you have to pay for that, but behind me, somewhere behind me now, there's a free section, although the water might be gold. But the tourist information also told me that the campsite is officially closed, although you're allowed to pitch there, there isn't any facilities like a shower, although there is down towards the beach. So I still might head up there. You can get the bus, so I'm going to get the bus in a few hours time and check it all out. Although I might even swim here, so we'll see how it goes, see if I've got enough time. Yep, so I'll check out Porto Moniz and report to you soon. Hello, just a quick update. As you can see, Porto Moniz is famous for its rock pools. There is a free one behind me, which I might pay a visit. Bear in mind, I still haven't had a shower after 8 days, so the thought of that is getting more tempting by the second. And the fact that the campsite is closed, I need to freshen up somehow. So yeah, I'm seriously contemplating taking a dip. And then you've got the pay rock pool, which I showed you earlier, so I might as well go in a free one if it's free. So apparently the water's cold though, so hold your breath for that one. Bye. It's about I don't know, 12:15 now, and I decided to get into the rock pool. As you can see, hopefully the lens isn't too wet. It's nice to be in some water for a change. I haven't been in water for 8 days, so I hate to labour the point, but yeah, looking forward to a little bit of water, to be honest. So the water's not too bad. A lot of people were complaining it was too cold, but I can vouch for it. It's actually warm enough, and yeah, it's not too bad at all, to be honest. My eyes are stinging, I don't know why. Oh, here we go. Lost my footing. So yeah, here we are in Porto Moniz, in the famous rock pools. I might try and get some lunch, but I didn't mention it, but I'm not actually feeling that well today. I don't know why. I haven't slept well the last couple of nights, and last night I felt like I had a sort of slight fever, but I wouldn't say it's a full-blown fever, otherwise I wouldn't be in here, but I do feel weaker than normal. So hopefully this little swim will perk me up, and we'll see how it goes. Bye for now. Hello, good morning. It's about 10:30 on day 8. I'm in Funchal now. The sun is out. I'm in the Parque of Catarina, and yeah, just started the day really. Had a couple of bananas and an apple, as I had a dicky stomach for the last couple of days, so just taking it easy on the stomach front. So yeah, I'm going to do a proper tour of Funchal, no particular order, and I'm going to head to the marina next, because I docked there 40 years ago with an RAF adventure sailing trip, so that'll bring back a few memories. I believe there's a botanical garden and a few other bits and bobs that I'll check out later as well. So this is the park, and behind me you might see the marina, a huge cruise liner docked in the port. It's a lovely day today. It was raining when I first got up, but yeah, it's not bad at all at the moment. So
approaching the marina area. It's quite windy now, so speak up a bit. But yeah, I was here 40 years ago doing some RAF adventure training, a sailing trip around the Mediterranean, starting from Gibraltar out to Madeira and then the Canary Islands, which was, I was only 18 at the time. So I'm going to try and have a look where I probably stayed. It's impossible to remember exactly where I stayed in the harbour, but I'll probably get a fair idea where the other yachts are and film that for posterity. Okay, bye for now. Hello, it's nearly midday. I found the marina where I stayed some 40 years ago doing my RAF adventure training in a 55-feet Nicholson yacht. I don't remember the name of it. And this is the marina we stayed in. We're only here for 2 or 3 days, if my memory serves me right. So I remember doing 4x4 jeep tour of the island, but I don't remember that much else, to be honest. I don't really remember exploring Funchal. So 40 years later, here I am exploring Funchal. Funchal is a really beautiful place, I have to say. It's a really tropical, nice city vibe without being too busy. And of course, the weather tops it all off. Hello, so I've just been to the Mercado de los Dos Labradores, the 2 washing machines market, and sampled some amazing fruits in there, different flavoured passion fruits, dragon fruits and pineapple banana. I also went through the old town, which was quite pleasant as well, lots of restaurants in that area, so you'll see that in the video. And I've just reached one of the main shopping streets now, so I'll film a bit of that as well. Okay, that's all for now. Bye. Hello, it's about midday on day 9 and I finally made it to Fanal, but not quite how I expected to come up here. I was originally going to hike it, then I got food poisoning, and by pure coincidence this morning on the campsite there was an American guy who'd hired a car and another really nice German chap who's with me right now, and we've come up together in the hired car. So I've come here expending so little energy, which is good considering I had food poisoning yesterday and was actually sick yesterday. I don't think I reported that to the camera, but I feel much better now. I just need to eat plenty to get the energy levels back up. We are going to hike back down later on, and I've got the drone shots that I wanted of the spooky forests in the mist. It's just cleared up and got sunny, so I might take some more pictures of it looking sunnier, and compare and contrast the two then. Yeah, there are a few tourists out here. As I say, the sun is out, so it's really pleasant, and yeah, really glad I came here because, as you know, the middle two paths were closed down at Pico Ruivo and Pico Ruivo, which prevented me from hiking right across the island. So it's good to come here, as this is one of the highlights.
The laurel forest in Madeira, scientifically known as the Lauri Silva of Madeira, is an ancient subtropical rainforest that dates back to the Tertiary age between 15 and 40 million years ago. It is widely recognised as a living fossil because it preserves an ecosystem that once covered much of southern Europe and North Africa before the last ice age. In 1999, because it is the largest surviving area of its kind, believed to be 90% primary or old growth forest. The forest covers approximately 15,000 hectares, about 20% of Madeira's total land area, primarily located on the steep northern slopes at altitudes between 300 and 1,300 metres. It is dominated by evergreen trees from the laurel tree family, including the till, Barbusano and the Vinhatico. Some ancient till trees in the area, like Fanal, are estimated to be over 800 years old. The forest is home to endemic species found nowhere else, such as the Madeiran long-toed pigeon, the Madeiran firecrest, and more than 500 endemic species of invertebrates. The forest plays a vital role in Madeira's hydrological balance. Its leaves capture moisture from the frequent mist, horizontal precipitation, which then feeds the island's unique Levada irrigation system. The Fanal forest section is world famous for its fairy tale appearance and mystical atmosphere, characterised by ancient twisted trees often shrouded in a thick moving fog. Popular ways to see the forest include the PR13 or Varada do Fanal, a 10.8 kilometre trail through the heart of the ancient Till Woods, or the Levada de Caldeiro Verde, a stunning walk through deep humid ravines and waterfalls. So it's about 3 in the afternoon and we're halfway through the hike down the mountain from Fanal. I'm getting quite hungry because I haven't eaten properly for the last 2 days, so I've been snacking on pastries and Doritos, that sort of thing, and the odd Snickers, but we're both thinking about a nice meal out later on tonight in Porto Moniz, so looking forward to that at the moment. The trail itself is really nice, very, more levadas, lovely and lush everywhere you go, so what's not to like? Okay, speak soon, bye.
Hello, it's nearly 5 o'clock on day 9 and I'm just by the local beach next to the campsite. Made it down from the mountain, from Fanal. Hopefully you can hear me because it's quite windy. And yeah, it was a great trek down. I met a German guy at the campsite and we've spent the whole time chatting, walking down a mountain. So that's been very nice to spend some time with him. And we've talked about just about everything, comparing our different countries and putting the world to rest sort of thing. So yeah, that was really nice, and I just thought I'd show you a little bit of the beach area just behind me. I haven't actually been there yet, but yeah, it's a nice little setting behind us. So I've got some excellent footage of Fanal, so I'm looking forward to inserting that into the video later. Okay, that's all for now. I'm going to have a nice hot cup of tea now, and then we might pop into Porto Moniz, try and get some proper food because we're both starving. So bye for now, bye.
Ribeiro da Janela, near my campsite in Madeira, is famous for its dramatic volcanic sea stacks. Delirious da Ribeiro da Janela, which are towering rock formations just offshore, named for a window-like hole in the largest islet that gives the area its name, offering stunning wild coastal views, incredible sunrise photo opportunities, and a powerful display of the Atlantic waves against the basalt. These islets are a key feature of Madeira's rugged north coast near Porto Moniz and are a must-see for nature lovers.
Hello, good morning. It's the final day. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. We've just been mucking around with drones. There's a German guy with a drone as well, and we've been sending the drone out to the rocks behind us there. A little bit windy, a little bit hairy for the drone, but they've come back safely. So it's the last day today of my trip in Madeira. It's been an excellent trip all round. I managed to do everything I wanted to do on the island. It's had so much to offer. We've been quite lucky with the weather as well. It's although I got caught in a rainstorm in the middle of the trip up in the high mountains, which was not that pleasant, to be honest, and I was freezing cold on top of Mount Ruvio. The weather has been pretty excellent, about 22 degrees in a day, some light rain here and there, but yeah, I definitely recommend Madeira as a winter destination if you're coming from somewhere like the UK. But yeah, the views here, this is a little beach by the campsite, by the way, and it's the first time I've been here, so I'll just swing it round. You've got Porto Moniz behind me now in the background. I don't know whether you can see that, and all the way behind me is the campsite, and there's a little beach toilet block behind me as well, which I'm going to visit shortly. So today we're not sure what we're going to do. We're going to see whether we can hire a car. It might not happen because a lot of the cars come all the way from Funchal, and you need to have them delivered. So they might be booked up. They might not deliver all the way across the island. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, it's been a good trip. My stomach's still not fantastic, to be honest. So that kind of affected my sleep a little bit last night. But yeah, I don't feel too bad really. I definitely need a wash in a minute and get some breakfast in me, and then we'll take the day from there. Okay, that's all for now. Bye.